What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it a lot. This is Matt Dominance from the Hair Transplant channel, and in this video I'm gonna talk about 3 things that you have to know before a hair transplant. First thing, the thing number 1, and the less baldness you have to begin with, the better result of the hair transplant you can expect. The more baldness you have to begin with, the least satisfying the result is gonna be. Okay guys, there are many balding stages or kind of progression of baldness you can be at right now. Somebody just can have edges, somebody can have completely receding hairline or even balding crown area. So this will all influence the end result of the hair transplant. No matter how skilled the hair transplant surgeon is, the more bald area you have, the harder it's going to be for the surgeon to cover it with a certain amount of grafts. Be aware that there is a maximum amount of grafts that can be extracted in one procedure, and the amount is 4,000 grafts. So if you have completely balding area, the more balding area you have, the harder for the surgeon is going to be, no matter how skilled he is, the harder it's going to be for him to cover this all bald area. If you are watching this video from a mobile device, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, as this motivates me so much to keep putting out new videos for you like this one. Here we have a picture that I prepared for you. If you are the second guy on the picture, the probability that you will be satisfied is very high, because as you can see, there will be like 2,000-3,000 grafts needed for the extraction, and they will be planted, so you can really expect pretty high density. If you like the third guy, you have more baldness, but by such a bald area as the third guy, I've seen many great results. You know, they are not as dense as if you would have less baldness, but still this is pretty satisfying result if you see that, right? If you're somewhere around 4 or 5, you see that this guy is balding at the back as well, but this is genetically given, right? So if you have the balding at the back, what they do most of the time, they split the hair transplant in 2 hair transplant. One hair transplant you can do today and one in a year, because you have to wait 1 year so your donor area can heal, right? So this should be a distance between 2 hair transplants. The guy 6, that's not so easy. If you are a guy 6, you will need probably like definitely minimum amount of 2 hair transplants, and this is it will honestly never look as dense as before the balding started to kick in. It's very hard, right, to be honest. This is the second point, is the success and the end result of the hair transplant will strongly depend on your donor area, right? If your donor area is rich in hairs, if the hairs have great density, if they have a strong regeneration time, they will grow fast. You can be sure that if those hair will be planted to the front, to the bald areas, they will do great. They will do great, right? On the other hand, if your hairs in the donor area is not so good, if it's thin, this is now your job and the job of your surgeon. So first of all, you have to pick a great surgeon who will pack those grafts very densely, yeah, towards each other, right? So it kind of creates this illusion that there is a lot of hair. Even though the hair is thin, it might be thin, it is packed densely. The success of your hair transplant will depend on your host area. How great can this area host kind of new hairs, new follicles? How fast can supply this area your new grafts with nutrients and stuff like that, right? How fast can it heal from inflammation, you know? How fast can it get rid of the redness? Please have it in mind that your donor area is very important. For me, the maximum amount of grafts that can be extracted are 7,000. Until now, there are already 3,500 which are depleted, so I have the second half of the grafts for later, maybe for later years. It can be that you have only 5,000 grafts to work with, or 4,000 grafts. Maybe you have only 3, I don't know, right? So you have to really be careful what surgeon you choose, what clinic you choose. Your donor area is a holy grail, and it's not gonna grow. Once you remove some grafts, they will never grow back, right? So you have only a limited amount of grafts to work with, right? So this is the second thing you have to know. And the third thing, you probably might know it as well or seen it from pictures, your hair will fall off after your hair transplant. It happens somewhere between the second week until the third month, third month. For me, it happened like around fourth week. It took like 1 week, just really heavy shedding, and then I lost almost like 90% of my hair. It's completely normal. I thought that it's better if the hair just keeps growing further after hair transplant, and it doesn't fall. But it's not as good actually, because this new planted hair is thinner, and it's actually better that the thin hair, the fresh hair after hair transplant falls off. So the graft, because the hair falls off and the graft will stay under your skin, and it's better that it falls off, because this graft can now grow again, and it will be thicker, because this graft will regenerate during like this 2-month phase where nothing happens, and during this phase your graft will regenerate, and the new hairs which will come after like 3 months, they will be much thicker. So it is actually better that the hair falls off. But just so you know that this hair will fall off, those were the things that I want you to know. Hopefully I helped you, I gave a lot of value, what I try to do as always, and please let me know in the comment section how you like this video, and we'll see each other in the next video. Thank you so much for watching again. I love you, my subscribers.